So we've just parked up, and I've just headed back up the path just a little further up, just to allow you to get your bearings. So this road runs parallel to the railway track, which is to my right. Now, it is incredibly dense forestry here, and it wasn't the case at the time. And you'll see in a moment how high that embankment, that railway embankment was. And now the famous ambush for the recce squadron was actually here. It was in the open, on the road, because the Germans were occupying that high ground over there. So again, all of those trees were not there. There was a raised embankment where this road was, so a bit of a hill. There was a motorway being built, but it wasn't in place, so it wasn't a functioning road. And there was this cut through, and you can just get the idea of the height of the embankment. Now, the Germans were occupying, as you would, the high ground. So they occupied the high ground over there, and then the high ground of the embankment. And that is the direction that their attack came from. They shot up the first jeep that they saw, which was the jeep of Lieutenant Bucknell, killed all of the 4 occupants. Now, the other jeeps behind Lieutenant Bucknell were a bit slower leaving, and that distance allowed them to, I say they were still caught, but they weren't caught as the initial jeep was. And it was around here, this area, where the other jeeps stopped. They were forced to stop. They were forced to take cover. And one of the men, Barlow, his account, he actually mentions a lone silver birch, where he was then wounded in the thigh. So I can't help but wonder if that is the lone silver birch that he's actually referring to.